now.
Okay.
Here we go. Is you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready as all.
All right. What it is. This is your boy Hip Hop Karma. You are tuned into the Random Podcast Show, Season 3. And we got a special guest for you today. My special guest, why don't you go ahead and give me your name, brother?
What's up, y'all? It's Tony Ocean in the house.
Hey.
What's up? It's been a while since I said it, so.
How you doing, man? How you been?
Good, man. Happy to be here. Stoked to be here, man. This is live. This is cool.
Yeah, man. So Tony Ocean, huh?
Yes.
Is that always been your name, or what did it start with?
Nah, you know what? Actually, from back in the day when we were before, when I played in Iryside.
Okay.
It was Anton. Anton was known on the streets. Anton, Tony, Tone. My name is Anthony.
Uh-huh.
You know, I always introduce myself as Anthony.
Okay.
But back then it was Anton. And it was crazy how that happened. It was just one of my best friends. He got that name from one of my cousins. My little cousin at the time was Anthony too, but we called him Anton. We called me Tony.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And then he was hanging with the fam, and he took Anton from there. He started calling me Anton. And then it took off, and then as soon as everyone started calling me Anton, he stopped calling me Anton.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, but it stuck, and I hear people call me Anton all the time. But from different eras, I have like a name from every era.
Every era.
Yeah, people are like, I don't know him as Anton. I know him as Anthony. You know? I've been around the block for a long time now, so.
So Iryside, what was that? What was that about for the people that don't know what Iryside was?
Iryside was a locally based here in Oceanside, hip-hop, rock, reggae band. About the tenure was like 2003 to about, I want to say like a good 10-year stretch as the main crew to 2013. And then I think 2015 is when we was like, we're just trying to push this, and it was just like collectively as a band, it wasn't working out. So I would say 2003 to about 2015.
Damn, so 10 years, over 10 years.
Yes. Well, very blessed, man. It was like, that ride, I'll be honest with you, is, what probably got me individually as to where I am today in my musical career and my business, and I guess whatever notoriety or popularity I have, a lot of it stemmed from being in that band, being the lead vocalist of that band. That band was we had a really good following in the community, and we were doing things that people aren't, because you were there.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you played shows, you hit the streets with flyers, you had to have your crew, you had to, and it was a lot of work, and we put in a lot of work, and I mean, obviously we loved it, but it turned into something bigger than I never thought it was. The story of us getting together is just crazy, because my best friend RJ, who was our trumpet player, him and I are basically 8 years older than the cats that basically started the band.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah. Okay.
So,
actually link up though.
So, man, it's basically okay, so I guess when I was in high school, our original bass player, his name's Alex. And our original guitar player, who is Ben Blessing, is actually one of, if not the mastermind behind the whole situation.
Okay.
I mean, musically arranging and all the things. I was friends with their older siblings. I actually dated Alex's sister.
Got you.
And they hung out a lot, and so I hung out with Benny's older brother a lot. They were still younger than me, but we still hung out. We still hung out a lot. And I actually was off in college in Cal Poly. Or where was I? Was it Cal Poly? Or was I in Arizona? I can't remember. I was gone for a minute. And when I came back, they were like, oh, check out what we can do, And I went into the garage, which is called the Sound Pounds, which basically started everything.
What was that at?
Here in Oceanside, right across the street from El Camino High School. It was the Blessing Residence. But we actually took it, it was coined the Sound Pound. And that's where everything, that's where all the magic, all the love, everything that
So you guys were actually working at the crib when all that whole shit was happening?
We were a legit, for as much as we were doing, we were a legit garage band.
Damn.
We were straight, like, we used to hit this garage every single day.
Yeah.
Ben is just a maniacal guitar player at this young age. He was, I think he was like 14, 15 years old when we linked up with them. But they were doing like Bob Marley covers, but no vocals, just
Right.
bass, drum, and guitars.
Right.
And I was like, dude, you guys are kind of dope. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Playing live music. And originally, I wanted to manage them because I was
Wow.
an older cat. I was like, I mean, look, you guys like, this is kind of hot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? No one's doing band things.
Right, right.
Joey which is the older brother who I kicked it with, is like his musical palette is huge and just amazing, and so he's if he was a DJ, he'd be one of the illest ever because of his song selection and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
he knows every hit from every genre, excuse me. So these cats were playing some reggae stuff and all this, and how it came to as a band, as me being the band, is kind of a cool story. So these cats had their own like clique. Like they were kind of popular in high school, I would say, dude. They were like,
Did you guys all go to the same high school?
yes, they all went to El Camino High School.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
And they're a class of like '05.
Okay. Okay.
'05, I think it is. And so RJ's family's house is across the street from one of the kids at their school, who's actually, we've known from the streets, whatever, but his older brother we kicked it with, two of their older brothers we kicked it with. And one night, the little brother is having a party over at the pad,
Uh-huh.
and these cats are playing.
Got you.
And we're across the street just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's popping over there? Like, I was like, yo, they're having a party over there.
Yeah.
And we just poked our heads in, and it was popping. It was for a little high school party, and we were grown, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was popping.
Yeah.
And they were playing in the living room, just jamming out in the living room, like, and people on the banister rocking out. Like, it was a crazy scene. It was dope. It was dope.
Yeah.
And I just like was like, it's so dead without like any kind of vocals or anything.
Yeah. So they were just doing the melodies and playing the music, but there
Yeah.
was no vocals.
Yeah, but then they would play original music though, some like rock mixed with reggae with like, I don't know, like these kids. It was dope. It was dope shit. And so I was like, I'm gonna flow on this.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed the mic and just started flowing some stuff, just like, I come from like a freestyle hip hop background. I grew up with a real graffiti hip hop clique, DJs, artists, dancers, and so I was just freestyling and shit was hot. I'm not gonna front. The shit was hot. It was
Yeah.
just like vibey.
Yeah.
Probably not the best like music in the world, but it was some dope shit. And these kids were wilding.
Yeah.
And we ended up leaving the party or whatever, and it was tight. And one of them had approached me and was like, "Hey, you should play in the band."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Really?"
Was it somebody from the band or somebody
Yeah,
that was at the party?
yeah, no, it was someone from the band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, we want to play shows and all this stuff. He was very, very it was Alex, and he was very like motivated.
Yeah, he was like, I'm ready to do this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he,
yeah.
And it was a wrap from there, dude. We my ass, because I was friends with Joey.
So the band kind of started. What was the band name? Irish Side
It
before?
was actually
Okay.
one of their friends. No, it had some other name. Before it was Irish Side, it had another name.
Okay.
BAS,
BAS.
which was Ben, Alex, and Stevo.
That was because it was them.
Yeah, because it was them.
Wow.
It was them. That's what was BAS. They even recorded a demo as BAS, you know what I'm saying? And I used to bump that shit. Like, this shit's hot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it was really, I was really a fan.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn. And then my business mind was like, let's get some loot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then it was like, well, in order to get loot, you got to be in the band. And I was like, all right, we can do this. I was like, I like this. Let's do this. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And then we definitely like, it was on from there. We literally would. I couldn't even tell you what I was doing because like I think I was working at Beach Break Cafe, like busting tables,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some other odd job, losing 9 to 5s left and right.
Yeah.
And we'd show up every day after school, wait for those fools to get out of school.
Damn.
And then we go jam. We just go jam, go jam, go jam, go jam. And then like finally I think, oh, excuse me. there was 2 separate times when I wasn't in the band where these fools played shows.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Oh, it's me. My fault. Okay, go ahead. My fault.
And see,
You come right after school, and you guys would literally go
Oh.
right after jam.
yeah, but no, before that, these fools played 2 shows. 2 shows. I remember going to 2 shows where they had the saxophone player. They actually got a show at Neiman's at the time.
Oh, I remember Neiman's.
Yeah,
Neiman's was popping.
yeah, they got a show at Neiman's, and we were in there. I mean, you gotta remember, these kids are 15, 16 years old. They
Right.
can't even drink.
Right.
And they're up in there, like, at Neiman's, playing at Neiman's, and they had this sax player, and it was a good show, you know. A bunch of us older cats were able to go and support them, you know what I'm saying? Because we kind of had a clique, too. We kind of rolled deep. You know, we had a good team of people to go kick it with. So it would be a party every time we went somewhere. And we watched them play. And I was like, damn, these kids, you know, it was kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? But there wasn't no kind of stage presence. It was kind of really just like bland, like, you know, they weren't rocking out or anything. But there was another time they played at this church. It was St. Francis Church in Vista on the corner of what is it? I don't even know what it is, but it's on that corner. It's on that they played some kind of little fundraiser, and this is where all these little, it was like a, I don't know, a carnival or some shit.
Yeah.
And they literally, to me, like, packed the house for it. It was crazy to see all these little kids there. Like, and when I say little kids, obviously they were 16, 17. There was teenagers.
Right.
But there was a bunch of them, girls, all kinds. It was like, it was
Right. It was
I was like,
crazy.
yeah, you guys roll deep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they murked it. They
Yeah.
murked it. They played their little BAS set that they usually do. But then again, it was just that, it was hype, but it wasn't that thing.
Right.
And then we started hitting it hard, just like, we took some of their songs that they previously had. I think they did have a singer that sang with them like 2 times.
Okay.
And actually, I did see him at that Neiman show. It was him and a sax player that were
Okay.
added to the team. And I want to say it was before they were Irish Side as well. They might have been Irish Side by then, actually, with those
okay.
2 kids.
Okay.
I know that I'm not, and RJ's not an original Irish Side member, which is crazy because I would call myself the face of the band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But random fact, I didn't start the crew. I didn't,
That's
I didn't,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? I didn't even name the name. I remember, like, I still am in contact with the dude who named the band, and I'm always like, when I heard that, I was like, that's tight.
I ain't gonna lie. So when y'all did shows at like Boars and shit like that, I got a homie that would come to the studio. His name's Rich and shit, and we was just hanging out about shit 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was just he was talking about, he was like, man, what's that reggae group we used to go over there and see? And I was like, was it Irish Side? He was like, yeah, what the fuck? Are those guys on world tours, or what's up with those guys, man? Those motherfuckers is cracking. And I was like, bro, I got an interview with dude coming through again. He was
That's
like, man,
right.
those guys are fucking, he's like, you left impression for years.
You know
to
what?
come,
And
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
blessed. I get a lot of that out in the streets, and I love to be honest, we worked hard. So the
Yeah.
Irish Side notoriety is, to me, you know, because I'm more confident in who I am. It's not a cocky situation. It's just like, you know, we put in the work, so I know, you know, I know what I'm doing, you know, or I know what we did, and I know what we've accomplished. It means the world to me, man. It's opened so many doors. It's how I was able to do. That's how I able to continue still doing music on a label now because of the work we did in that past.
Right.
That because you know that brought us to it. And you know what's so crazy is this is why I'll be honest, I love fucking with you because you were popping too though.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you had the studio right there. You guys were doing House of Blues
Yeah.
with crowds, and
Yeah.
you know, if you were gonna do anything, if you were gonna record it in North County, if you were gonna do any of that stuff, you know, at least really get it done.
Right.
Was
Right.
Dungeon Studios. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Was
right.
you guys and your team, and that was another thing too. It wasn't like a karma show. It was a team of people that
Oh,
go
yeah.
play these shows. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Which I felt, you know, honestly, in our hip hop community, there wasn't really no teams, man.
Right,
There
right.
wasn't really, you know, because a hip hop show is so hard in our community because every motherfucker in the crowd's is a
rapper.
rapper.
Yeah.
So
You
they're
perform
just
with
like,
rappers and
so
shit.
they're just like, I should be up there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not, you know. So but that was crazy that time because I vividly remember all of our interactions and we were always doing big things and stuff like that. And Boris was like, you could say for us, included, we got to pop off and do tons of stuff there, and that was our spot.
As a band, did you guys? I mean, as a rapper, you have that fucking definitely competition. You're rapping in front of rappers and shit like that. As a band, do you still have that type of thing where there's other band members and you feel like a little hate, or is the band a little bit more love and everybody's kind of doing their own thing? Or how's the band situation work?
I feel honestly that it was almost as cutthroat.
Really?
You know, they're actually, as a community, we were really, really good.
Right.
But when it came down to show times, about times, money, and all this stuff, that's when obviously
Cutthroat.
those things always
Right.
always make it. But like, I mean, we've won more than a few Battle of the Bands where people were like, and then,
Right,
you know, I'm like,
right,
come
right.
on. I mean,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That we knew what the rules were. We knew what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's sometimes, you know, it's motivating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was hard for me because I feel the rappers never respected me ever. They
Gotcha.
saw me as in the band, and you know, and to be honest with you, if you think about all the local rappers and we put our resumes next to each other,
Right.
you know, I got a solid resume. I got a real solid resume.
Yeah.
And I'm not included in the hip hop community. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? And
right.
I was, but I get it though. My style was different, and I was rapping with a band, but it wasn't any like when we tried to do it long term just to keep it alive. You know what I'm saying? Because the notoriety, the name in itself later down on the road opened so many doors where I didn't have to put in work to be playing House of Blues, to be playing South by Southwest, to be playing, you know, book us all the time at Galaxy Theater, which is now, what do they call it now?
Galaxy Theater. Where is Galaxy Theater? Galaxy...
Well, it was Galaxy Theater in Orange County,
Okay.
Santa Ana.
You talking about Observatory?
Observatory.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Observatory now,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he went to go do Kaboo and other festivals, and so that was really the route I was trying to take us to. Was like, let's just do festivals, homie. Like, you know,
Right.
let's use the money from that to pay for all of our accommodations, getting there, doing that, making sure we have a comfortable time to do what we love.
Right.
You know, so music and business are like the complete opposite thing, dude.
Before you got into the group and you started working with the group, was there anybody in your family that did music before? Or were you even did you do music before you got into the band, or was the band kind of your introduction into doing music yourself?
I come from my father and my stepfather were like not musically inclined as for playing music, but were huge fans of music. And between the two of them, I was able to forge a relationship with just being a fan of music all across the board. So my father's black and my stepdad's white. So the music that I like, there's nothing that I don't know that I don't like, from rock and roll, jazz, hip hop. You know, my real dad was straight, like, which is so cool to say it now because you saw it growing up and didn't realize it would influence you. But so what he would do is when we stayed with him, we would go to the swap meet and he would buy a bunch of side A tapes or single cassettes,
Right.
like with songs that's popping, it's hot, you know, lighter shade of brown, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get a bunch of these tapes, get a bunch of Blake tapes, go home.
Make a mixtape. Hello. He was the first DJ Clue from
I'm
the block.
telling you, dude. And he used to make these long, because at the time, or he was a Walkman rocker. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Hey, whatever he
right.
did, you know, and you know, I'm proud to say I'm very proud of my father. But he was environmental services, which is a janitor at Tri-City for 10 years before he dipped out to Louisiana, where he currently stays, and he was that dude. Like he's always had to have music, dude. He was about his music. When we get in the car, when we do this, and actually when we were younger, I always remember going through. He had records and 8-tracks, and I used to go through. And I remember the first time I saw the Sugar Hill Gang album, and I was like, "Yo, is this Candyland, bro? Like this is hot, you know? What's popping, you know?" And then he had a bunch of 45s.
Damn.
So he had these little
The little adapters to play them and shit.
So the little adapters mean so much to me because they introduced me to those 45s, but they were also, I used to put them on my G.I. Joes and be like, these are that, and I just loved them, and it reminded me of my father.
Yeah,
So I actually got that tatted on my elbow.
Oh, dog.
I got one on my elbow. No one ever notices what it is, but it's an actually 45 adapter.
Wow.
Yeah, and it just meant, like, when I realized, like, between my father and my stepfather, all the music that they showed me,
Right.
and this me being a musician, which I never thought would happen because, you know, I played saxophone for like 2 years in school, and then I was like, no, we ain't doing anything like that. We smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a life, you know?
Chilling.
Yeah, that's it. You know?
We don't have a life.
Yeah, we don't have no goals out here, you know what I'm saying? You know, I played a little bit of sports, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was a little dude, you know, I'm still a little dude, but I was like a little cat, so music was just like, oh, we bump music and we graffiti, we tag shit up, we break dance, you know, that's, you know, we skate, you know, that's what it was. And but the music between those two, and then for me to have appreciation for the music now is just amazing, dude. Like, I'm so blessed, like the doors they opened up as for me just to have an ear and be a fan of it.
Did you get on the microphone before you were with the band, or
yes,
you were on the microphone before you were with the band?
Yeah, I actually did a bunch of hip hop shit with my a younger cousin of mine, and a friend of mine from our hood, you know, which is another crazy story because I remember the first time literally ever performing was at a house party, legit house party, had like 8 kegs in the backyard, like I remember mobbing up to it and like being all nervous because I'm about to rock. We had a makeshift stage in here, and opened up for Faded Chronicles.
Wow.
Opened up for Ross May and Sean Sweat.
This was in the backyard?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was one of those it's one of those moments where it's like, dang, dude, you know, you never see it till now, but like, dude, those things are so, you know, for Ross to still be in the music game the way he is, and I just love some of our longevity and our you know, we're solidified.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't take nothing from us at this point.
It's something in the motherfucking air with the ocean water. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
That shit, you know?
Hey, well, I think that we've discussed this between everybody. Everyone's always talked about the talent that is here.
Right.
The talent that is. I honestly, like, I felt like my guitar player was one of the best guitar players in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly believe that, and I was proving that when he was accepted into the Musicians Institute in L.A.
Yeah.
Because we moved the whole damn band to L.A. When it was like, we ain't losing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't losing you. So we moved the whole band to L.A.
Damn.
Was up in Koreatown.
Damn.
Living in 5 dudes in one house.
Getting it cracking. Damn.
Barely got it cracking, yo. But I'll be honest with you, we barely got it cracking because LA is
it's different.
Chews you up.
Yeah.
And if you're not like, I think there's like, you have to sacrifice your first child or something. Like some part of your soul you gotta let go to me. Because I never even and this is going back to how talented Oceanside is.
Yeah.
I always compared it to LA in itself and it being Hollywood in itself, and that's why it felt like no one ever wanted to get out.
Right.
Everyone wanted to be bigger, but we want to be bigger here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, you don't understand this whole world out there of, you know, of other fans of music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And out here's a tough crowd, you know what I'm saying? There's so many artists.
It's, you know, it's crazy because when I first started getting into the game and started rapping and stuff like that, I thought that they were all fans. And then as I met them, they were all artists. They all rapped. They all did this. Somebody made a beat. Somebody did this. I was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing because there is so much culture in Oceanside and the North
Tons.
County in general. Like
Tons.
with the whole hip-hop scene and where it's gone and where it's come. And North County in general has had a couple facelifts and with the scenes and the crowds and the bars. And what do you think about the new North County house looking down in Oceanside and everything, the way they're doing shit?
I'm 50-50, man, because, excuse me, I want the best for my city. You know what I'm saying? I want the best for my city. But at the same time, I want the people who've been here to be able to stay here.
Hello.
Like, it's so weird when I take my kids to the beach, and it was so weird this 4th of July, just peeping, just looking, you know, because I'm born and raised, you know what I'm saying? And so we did things way different.
Right.
And even over the last 10 years to watch it go from like who goes to the beach on the 4th of July that lives here?
Right.
That's from here.
Right.
Like, I don't really know. I mean, maybe there's still some cats because they got, you know, they're able to get down there. But it's not like it was like you didn't have to call no one or do nothing. You just went to the beach.
Right.
And it was litty everywhere you went, everywhere. But at the same time, how much trouble was that back then, dude?
Right.
How much, like, that's...
I mean, we fucked up X Games.
Oh, my God.
You remember you said X Games here?
Dude, so X Games used to roll right through Rancho Del Oro before Rancho Del Oro. Remember when that was just
Yeah.
nothing? And there's people illusioned, and they were like, "No, we're not bringing this back here.
Yeah.
we got to have caravans with guns and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
this
saying?
isn't working.
Why are people fighting everywhere? It's the X Games. No,
Yeah.
but I mean, Oside in itself, the culture. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're you know, I'm born on Camp Pendleton, so
Okay.
you know, I understand the ins and outs and everything of this, of like, you know, from the Valley to Tri-City, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
East Side, you know, I used to live in Center Street as a baby, you know,
Yeah.
up to like 2, 3 years old. That was like my parents' first apartment, you know, after like being off base or whatever, you know, when they first got here. I was almost born in the Philippines, but we made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
So that brings me to this. You know, you mentioned a Center Street, and people don't know, like, maybe not know where that section is in Oceanside, or people that are watching don't even know where that is and where they're watching. But there's a lot of gang culture in Oceanside.
Yes.
There's a lot of gang. It's Vista. There's
Yes.
a gang, and there's a gang in every city
Yes,
out
yes,
here. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How did you avoid the gang culture and steer clear and do you out the way, or did you get involved with the gang culture? How did that work out? Not to DJ Vlad you or
No,
nothing
no,
like
no, no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm on, which is crazy because like my street story is a little different. Okay, so I have a sibling who is 13 months younger than me, my sister, who's, you know, she's my best friend. She's my age. She's my day one. And so I feel like this. Out of the two, one of us was gonna get caught by the streets,
Got you.
and the one who didn't get caught by the streets was me.
Got you.
Like okay, so my dad, it's crazy because my dad, he lived in always Vista, Escondido, San Marcos. So when we had to go to his shit, it was always some shit, yo.
Yeah.
Like when he lived in Tri-City, I'm telling you, I used to just be like, well, Vista homeboy should be here any minute now, so should I just lay down or should I just, you know what I'm saying? Should I wait? Oh, it's Thunder Hills o'clock. I better just, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know? And then when we moved to the Valley, you know, I wore a lot of red only to deter people from thinking that I was a Crip.
Right.
Because if you're black and you're not wearing red, it's a possibility.
Right.
That's a strong possibility. That's how our gangs work in our city.
Right.
They're divided basically by race in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And so that was like my thing of you know, being Filipino, and my family in the Valley who was connected to, you know, the Filipinos and the Samoans and all that stuff, I was able to survive and not get. I would never say I didn't get fucked with, because
Wow.
I was fucked like shit. My neighbors fucked with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were always in some shit. We were always running, trying. You know, I'm not a gangster, but I've been. You know, guns pulled out on me.
Right.
I've run away from shootings. I never.
Right.
You know, I know the shooting wasn't directly for me.
Right, but I wasn't gonna find out.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying? I know it's probably those two dudes in front of me, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. You know,
Yeah.
but it's, you know, like I said, we're just so. I feel so blessed to just navigate through that shit. Was really like, and it's not like I wasn't recruited, to be
Right.
honest with you. No one really wanted, and it's not like they wanted me to be in their gang and shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
You know,
right.
I was just a, you know,
Kind of did your own thing.
yeah, you know, I was luckily to be with a diverse group of hip hop kids. Like my two best friends are Filipinos. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Is there a big Filipino culture in North County?
oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. We have the Philam. Actually, Oceanside is because of the military, of course,
Right.
is high on that list of Filipino-based cities. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like we have, and we definitely have a dope Filipino community.
Does
out
the
here.
Filipinos fuck with the Samoans? Or you guys kind of like rock with each other type shit? Or
Well, what it was a vicinity.
Gotcha.
You fuck with whoever's in your vicinity, basically.
Gotcha,
you know?
gotcha.
But being Pacific Islander, Samoan, and Filipino made it more like, okay, we're a little bit closer than, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
These
it did-
Americans.
yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I think that's a blessing too, was to have that diversity. Like, I love being Filipino and I love being black. I love that shit, dude. I
Yeah.
love, you know, I think for a long time in my life, what was fucking on my head is I wanted to be regular. And I don't know if that, not like I was just always different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, black people are like, you're not really full black, you know what I'm saying? And Filipinos be like, oh, well, you're not really. And then white people are like, oh, well, you're black to me and you're Filipino to me, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
you're still brown, you know? So,
right.
it's not like I want to be white. I just didn't want to be fucked with. I just wanted to be, whatever you guys would take as a norm that I could just sliver through
Right.
this shit, navigate, through this.
I've heard the same thing from Tiger Woods, like dealing with the two cultures and because of dealing with two cultures not being accepted from neither culture. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, it's a therapy session. It's some shit I'm still like I feel weighs heavy upon my identity as for how even my family of Filipino people have treated me. And then to be honest with you, on my black side, it's always been love. Like that's what I'm saying. They're proud that
We got some Filipinos.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and they're proud that he's black. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
On Filipino side, it's like everything's all gravy, but they could turn a fucking one day it'll be just they're in a bad mood. It's just you hear some shit. I'm like, damn.
Damn, is that how it
Yeah,
really was?
Yeah.
So when's Tony Ocean? So when did the Tony Ocean man become the artist Tony Ocean?
Tony Ocean was.
Were you going by Tony Ocean when you were lead singing for?
No, I was
Iris?
Anton. I was Anton.
Anton at that
I was
time.
Anton, and I actually was in another band after that I put together with my god brother, who's a very talented, just an overall talented in everything he fucking does, dude. And he played bass in it, but he pretty much put it all together,
Okay.
like systematically, like a formula to create something marketable that sells.
Gotcha.
And I was like, wow, that you're right. And it did. The band that he basically and I put together took off really well. It was
Right.
marketable. It sounded good. That music rocked. He actually had the ideology to do all the things I should have done in Irie side.
Gotcha.
And he was really fast and smart with it. And I was still Anton by then. And then that took a facelift. That City Reef band took another facelift, and we tried to make that work. And then through that time, I had a independent label who was pushed by Universal looking at us.
Okay.
From Irie side to the two forms of City Reef. I mean, we had meetings, we did all kinds of stuff to get on the label, and they were basically, this is what you guys need to do.
Right.
And we just couldn't do it as groups, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I love music, man. I love playing music. I love being a part of music. I love it, dude. I love it. And I was spoiled in Irie side, and even through Irie side, there was times where like you should be rapping, you should be doing stuff already. But I was too immersed because I was also the manager.
Right.
And so I spent 6 hours a day trying to get shows every day, trying to get product, trying to just do things, just trying to manage us and put us in that realm.
So Tony Ocean comes from City Reef.
Kinda. So I needed to basically, in order to keep the deal that I was getting, I need to have some product. So basically, I need to put out an album. I was like,
Gotcha.
if I'm gonna do a hip hop album by myself, blah blah, and I was literally gonna go by Anthony Williams.
Right.
I was gonna go by Anthony Williams, and I was like, oh, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And then my godbrother was like, what about Tony Ocean?
Huh.
I was like, damn,
That motherfucker sound good.
that sound good. And I was like, to me, I was thinking Billy Ocean. I was like, I love Billy Ocean. I was like, that's, I didn't, and then I didn't, because I was thinking Billy Ocean, people like Frank Ocean. I was like, I didn't even realize that. I totally forgot. But then he was like, nah, full Oceanside. And I was like, okay.
Well, Tony Ocean just sounds like some coastal shit.
Right, yeah,
some coastal shit.
and then boom, it was Tony Ocean. I wrote it out, and I was like,
So
okay.
so the album was called what when we came out? Tony Ocean,
Maintain. The
That
album was Maintain.
and it's out now,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
available everywhere.
It's available everywhere. It's available.
How are you spelling Tony Ocean?
It's TonyOcean. Tony Ocean. Now, this is crazy though, because I googled Tony Ocean to make sure what it was, to be, because I was like,
there.
this is too good.
Right.
And it did come up 2 other artists,
Whoa.
and one of the artists was a rapper from Miami,
Huh.
but he hadn't been doing anything for at least 6-7 years when I checked his shit.
Right.
So I was like, I ain't worried about that. I'm on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? If it gets to that, and on the left, he never comes up when you look for me. But there's another Tony Ocean, who's in like a older, like 50s or 60-year-old dude who does like not opera, but like that type of
That
music.
shit, yeah.
So he does a cover of like The Godfather and all
Oh,
that shit.
shit.
Yeah. So that shit comes up in the searches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's you and that guy.
Yeah, which is kind of tight because if on my shit, if I search my album, I play it and I play the album through, the song that they put next to think that I like it, you know, goes with it, is Tony Ocean's Godfather rendition. And I'll be like, damn, I listen to Godfather right now. But no, that's how Tony Ocean came about.
So let's talk about this T-shirt on you, man. We got what is this right here? What is this?
This is something I've been having for a few years now. Hold on one sec.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
All right. So, I think I've always, I'm not saying like I'm some fashionista or anything like that.
Right.
But I've always been intrigued by like, you know, back in the day it was always Ralph Lauren, Polo, you know, Tommy Hill, Nautica, all that shit was from Ross, but still it was, you know what I'm saying?
It was still there.
Yeah. My mom would get me like,
check the tags.
Yeah. My mom would get me like Guess and Dior, you know, and I wouldn't even know. And I'm like, I'm flossing Dior sweaters, you know?
Yeah.
And so basically I want to say either 2014, I was like, because I had been doing Irie Side shirts. I've been screen printing. I took screen printing, and I was literally, if you have an Irie Side shirt, I probably hand screen printed that thing. Except for one drop shipment, and that was, you know. But other than that, I did all that. I did it for our tours. When we went to South by Southwest, I made all those shirts that I sold on tour.
So you made the screen yourself?
Yeah, I did all of it. I burned the screens, washed them out, pressed them, dried them by hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I set up in a garage and did it all for, not these ones though.
Right.
So, which leads me to like, and then when I made, I was making City Reef gear one year, and I was like, I should put this under something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I literally was just trying to be catchy.
Right.
I was trying to be catchy, you know, and I was looking at things that were catchy, like, and one of the things I saw was catchy was Pink Dolphin.
And
I was like, and so I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know, that's why, okay. And it was popping for a little bit or whatnot. And so in my head, I was like, animal color.
Huh.
And my mom has instilled in me a love for elephants. That is just like, she was always about elephants.
Like good luck or something?
Yeah. So they're highly revered in African culture, Indian culture, and I'm saying like you know, Indonesia, India, and Asian culture, and I loved everything it stood for, and I was told more than once that my memory was reminiscent of an elephant. And I was like,
okay. I got a good memory?
Yeah, I have the weirdest memory, dude. Like, if I don't remember something, it's probably because I shouldn't have been remembering it, or I blocked it out for some good reason.
He said for some good reason.
Because I almost remember every single thing that causes, that created any kind of emotion in me. Like the little things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the details and shit. And then I was like, what color do I want to go with, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to pick a color where I could just flip, you know? It's not like if I did green, I felt like everything would have to be green.
Right.
You know, and green elephant didn't sound as good to me. And so that was the birth of Black Elephant.
Gotcha.
And then what I did was I flipped the A's. So if you look up Black Elephant, it's not B-L-A-C-K, it's B-L-V-C-K.
Gotcha.
And then elephants, E-L-E-P-H-V-N-T.
Gotcha.
Try to be like, you know, try to have without me having to figure out some kind of design to put in the middle of it.
Right.
But yeah, and then from then on, I just kept doing that. Like, I would, I've been hollering Black Elephant for like 6 years.
And now it's fruitation.
It is. I'm solid. Just launched the web store.
What's the website?
It is blackelephant.com. Blackelephant.com.
How are we spelling that?
It's just Black Elephant, but no A's, V's.
Gotcha.
So two V's. Blackelephant.com. We got I'm dropping stuff. I got a ton of stuff right now. So I'm just I'm full bore on it. I'm ready to go. Everything I do is Black Elephant.
Well, next Tuesday I'm gonna be in Black Elephant. You know.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hey, and what he's referring to is literally, if you know me, it is like getting out of the house for me and trying to, because I feel like I try to pack my whole day to not come home, to not make.
So we're trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah. And I know it's crazy because I was like, oh, I'm gonna charge this real quick. I went downstairs and I picked out shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it'd be nice to gift. You know what I'm saying? I want you to check it out. I want you to see it. And I threw some stickers on it, everything, and I was like, okay. Let's go. Grab my stuff. And I had like my gym bag, my backpack. I had to make sure I had weed on me, my supplements, my fruit, my protein shake, water. You know what I'm saying?
Beer.
Yeah. And then, because I came straight from the gym. So I had to, I had to make sure and that's why I'm dressed like I don't know what, I'm colorblind. I got all kinds of crazy colors on right now. But, because I was like, dude, I just got to get this done. But no, I got you. You're gonna be less than before next Tuesday, because I'll come through here tomorrow. Actually, to be honest with you,
that's right.
I'll hit you before I cruise.
Well, I'm gonna promote it on the show.
Oh,
Tuesday.
that'll be dope. That'll be dope. I
For the
appreciate
next
that.
one.
I appreciate that.
So let's tell people where they can check out your Instagram, or where are you promoting the Black Elephant, or where are you promoting your shit at?
Well, I'm doing a horrible job of promoting on Instagram, and that's a job in itself.
It
but
is.
you can catch me on Instagram at I think it's just at Black Elephant.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't know why I have to look it up, but.
Let me just double check the
right.
discount. Double
Send
check
him
real quick.
send him someone else's stuff.
Yeah, hold on here.
Damn, I feel like I didn't post that again. Yeah, it's saying I didn't.
Well, we live. I see you looking at your cell phone on camera.
Oh, what is it? What's the jam, fool? Yeah, it's just at Black Elephant.
Okay, Black Elephant without the A's.
Yes.
With the V's.
With the V's.
Okay.
Damn, I need to be on top of it. I don't know why.
And
That's the lead.
you
That's the
accepting
lead.
PayPal, credit card? What are you accepting?
Everything on there. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Cash App?
Yeah. I don't think I have a Cash App for it.
Okay.
I think it's just
Zelle? PayPal.
PayPal, Google Pay,
Okay.
Amazon Pay.
Okay.
I think it is Apple Pay,
Okay.
and just regular credit card shit, whatever it's set up for.
Okay.
So far, I haven't had any issues. Just with my Cash App earlier, but
It's all good, man. Well, shit, man. It's been 45 minutes, man. I appreciate your motherfucking time.
Hey, we did that,
I
That's
appreciate
cool.
your grind,
That was
man.
cool. That
We
was
got to
cool.
cover a little bit.
That's
I know we
cool.
got a lot more to cover. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
cool.
I like to get people just to tell a little bit. So
Yeah.
we come back and we can spice it up again.
yeah, I would
you know what I'm saying?
love to come back. I would love to tell stories about our relationship.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Because actually,
Because what this is kind of like a who you are, what you did, who you are, like a little overcap. Doop,
Okay,
doop, doop, doop,
okay.
doop. And then what we could do is
Yeah.
we bring you in here and we could just like focus in on this,
Yeah.
or focus in on that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
okay.
Because we always got a lot to cover.
oh, for sure. Well, shit. If I could say,
Say it.
I'd say, I've been in the game a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's time to put a little bit of respect on that name. You know
You
what I'm
said
saying?
put a little bit of respect
Hey,
on
hey.
which one? Which one?
Hey,
What we put respect
hey,
on?
you know what?
Ironside, Tony Ocean, or Black Elephant? Goddamn it!
You know what?
All
That's
of
true.
them.
Yeah, I think Irishside's already earned its notoriety.
Yeah.
So like they always get that respect. I think it's Black Elephant, Tony Ocean time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've been around, and actually I'm in the works. I'm getting with you to get some new music done,
Yes,
and
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm really excited about. The future looks good, man. I took a leap of faith on myself. I bet on myself this time, and I want to see where it goes. I want to. You can't fail if you don't fail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You can't fail if you don't take the shot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Period.
So I'm taking that shot right now, and I'm ready to go. So check me out, blackelephant.com, Tony on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Salivating all over my phone. That light's probably caught so much of me. Dude. That's me, dude. That's me. That's why people like, why are you wearing a mask? Because you need me to. Trust me. Trust me. You need me to. I'm gonna get you.
Shit.
Hey, but I appreciate the time, man, and I appreciate the love, and it's always cool to come by here
Yes,
and to
sir.
do this, and it's cool watching these shows too with
Cool, man.
cats that I know
Yeah.
and seeing their stories and hearing their things, and
Hell
so
yeah.
it's like I watched a ton of these episodes, and it's like, damn, I knew that. Or like the culture one was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, Tage with
Yeah,
Tage. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what's cool about this too is now we're going straight to it. We're not waiting a week. We're not waiting 2 weeks. You're getting this shit right now. So this will be live on. It's live right now on Facebook. So this will be
Nice,
as soon as
nice,
we're done.
nice.
This shit is live right
Nice.
Tonight it goes to Spotify, so tomorrow it'll be on Spotify. Tomorrow it goes to YouTube, so the next day it'll be on YouTube.
Okay.
So like the next 3 days,
Okay.
it's just you on Facebook, you on Spotify,
Okay.
and then you on fucking
Okay.
YouTube.
Send me some stuff so I can promote it coming
Got
back
you.
out, because I don't know how much people watch the lives.
Yeah, no, 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 I don't know either. I'm sure
I
it's
don't
all
know.
testing.
No,
it's all
like
testing out.
I always try to watch a live, and then I literally am doing something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just in the room and I missed the whole thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dang.
And I don't know, I'm trying to work with people's schedules, so I don't know if I'm like supposed to be on it at a certain time so people can expect to see me at a certain time. I don't know.
That'll come, dude. That'll
figure
come.
it out.
I think
We'll figure it
I think that you're doing an amazing job of it.
Thank
I felt like this was a good. It was good. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? I felt like I was able to.
It
like,
was smooth. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Good.
I didn't make myself sound too goofy or anything. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you, man. I
Tony. Yes, sir.
appreciate you. Hey, check out the album "Maintain" by Tony Ocean.
Hello.
You know?
Let 'em know.
You know?
Apple, iTunes.
Everywhere. Let's get it popping before the next album comes back out. Check out some Black Elephant gear. I got some stuff for summer. I got stuff dropping. Actually, I dropped some stuff early. I might drop some stuff today when I get home. Who knows? I'm trying to figure out the algorithm.
I heard that the album sounds better if you're wearing Black Elephant.
You know what?
That's what I heard.
I read that actually. I read that, and I was like, "Yo, it didn't get fact checked, so it gotta be true.
It's gotta be true.
There was no disclaimer on it.
It's on
I was like,
Facebook. It's true.
It's true. It's
It's
100% true. But yeah, do that. Bless, man.
All right,
Bless.
brother. Have a
Thank
good-
you for having me, bro. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate that.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good day, brother.
Thank you. You
Yes,
as
sir.
well. That was tight. That was tight.